Alright guys, welcome back to FelidomancyHoodoo. We're back out and about again in Cornwall, and I'm actually up, as you can see, near one of the local stone circles to me. Before I come up here today, the sun's back out, everything's defrosted, the cold weather seems to have lifted, but we're due to have some heavy storms and stuff tomorrow. But it's a gorgeous day, isn't it? So let's make the most of it. So I come up here to share the view with you guys, do a stone throw, do a bone throw for YULE and the start of 2023, and see what the spirit suggests we need to keep an eye on energy wise, or we see the two crows in the background. And also a bone throw in the same video, just to give us all a guide for what we can expect in the near future. Now, as we say always, it may relate to some people more than others. Just take what relates to you, leave what doesn't for someone else. Obviously time's fluid, so it may relate to now, it may relate to later, it may have already happened or be happening now. Personal readings are available. We've got a special offer on at the moment where I'll do a stone and bone throw for you, as well as a tarot clarification for 20 quid. The email is in the drop down box below the video. Please contact us via that and we can make contact and go from there. Anyway, actually no, I'm going to probably share the view with you before we go. So if I stand up carefully, I'm going to avoid the new housing estate to the left because it's a bit manky over there, but in the distance over there you've got Bodmin Moor, lots of little sweet spots up there, plenty for me to still explore. Again over that way, looking towards Westormel Castle in Lostwithiel, and you've got Barbados and St Blaise, Foy in the background. Going over that way, you've got Carlisle Bay, Charlestown, just about to see Porthpean in the background as well. Then we move all the way around into the sun. Thank you, sun, it's really nice to see you. Then we have a selection of clay pits over that side there, and our mini Everest and the building site, which I'll just take out of sight. But that's where I am today, and it is gorgeous. So right, stop blabbering, Matt. Well, actually no, Spirit says I've got more to say, so I'll stop you down here for a minute and share the view a little bit longer. Square enough, isn't it? Because is it just been me, or has there been some really lethargic, sticky energy this last, since the full moon? It's got worse and worse and worse and really sticky until almost today, where it's, or yesterday, where it's lifted. It's almost like the portal from the 1212 came in with a vengeance and literally just shook everything properly up. There's been times I've been facing my inner fears and not even realising I've had shadow work to do, and then going bomph. It's been hit by spirit. There's been other things where just outside influences where it's just, oh my word, really? And just left me speechless and so much to deal with. But then there's also been changes where everything seems to be going back into balance, but where something's going, something's being given back. I've had it work-wise this week as well, where it's like, oh, that's gonna be nasty, and then all of a sudden something better comes in, where one door shuts, another opens. They say, oh my word, it's definitely been one of those weeks. But it's also at the same time I'm raring to go for something, but I'm not sure what. I don't know if you guys have been feeling that as well. It's strange. It's the sticky energy. I don't know. It's like the soup, the mush, and that chrysalis waiting to evolve into the butterfly. But I'm a Leo. I'm impatient, and I'm busting to become the butterfly. But I know spirits like divine timing. So I don't know if has anybody else been feeling that. I know the 1212 portal is also supposed to be the start of the new year on older proper calendars rather than the one we're using nowadays. So I don't know, maybe we're all looking at how things have been for 2022, what we want to change for the next year, and we've all, like, the cycle's ended for 2022 technically, so it's a new year already, and obviously new years, new starts, new beginnings. So it's a chance for us all just to wipe the slate clean, review what we've done over 2020 and what we liked, what we're prepared to have in our life, what we're not prepared to have in our life, create some balance, and yeah, just keep on that path to enlightenment to some extent, but more importantly the path of being balanced, being good for ourselves, being good for the people around us, evolving and becoming better people, facing our fears, letting things go, releasing the burdens, and jumping forward, like into this new year. You know, I think I've had my blabber now, haven't I? So let's get the stones out and see what Spirit has to suggest we have to look at energy-wise coming into 2023. I'll see you in a second with the tray. Right, so I have cleansed the area and then cleansed the tools. I've opened the circle instead of casting one because I'm in one. So I've opened the circle up and called the spirits in, the elements, our guides. So with the stones, we're going to ask, what energies do the collective need to be working on? What do we need to focus on coming into 2023, please, Spirit? What can you guide us with? How our chakra is looking? What advice do you have for us, please, Spirit? And thank you. Are you ready? Well, looking at that straight away, we've still got grounding. That needs to be in there. Maybe some of us haven't had the time to take for ourselves with Christmas coming up, lots of obligations, family things coming up, organisation, you know, maybe just got lots on leading up to the end of the year. Maybe things progressing, things look like they're going to progress a little bit like that way into 2023 as well, so it's especially important to be grounding at the moment. The action's over here, so it's not as important as it has been, so maybe it's just a little bit more. Hey my boy, how's your partner? Sorry, distracted. Maybe the action's not as close as it was last week, so that's a good thing. So maybe some of you have managed to get some grounding in there, but you're not all the way there with it yet. I'd say the next closest is probably playfulness, so don't forget to have some fun. You know, fun's important. Find that inner child, do what you have to do, do what you have to do, enjoy yourself, let your hair down, have some fun, make yourself laugh, make others laugh, show some light. It's Christmas. Surprise somebody with something completely stupid. You know, that will probably go down really well for a lot of people at the moment. Next closest, I'd say, would be higher mind. So intuition is still an important thing. We said about the sticky feeling and the sticky energy at the start of the video. So maybe there's still things we need to clear. Maybe there's still things we have to think about. Maybe there's meditation some of us have to do in the collective as well. It's mind, body, soul. It's that balance, and we're losing it a little bit. Over here we've also got creativity. That cropped up last week as well, didn't it? So there's a couple of things here. We've obviously worked on our love because that's out the way now. We haven't got to worry about love, whether it be self-love or, as we mentioned last week, or love for others. We don't have to worry about that at the moment. We've balanced that out. The playfulness has come in, which wasn't there last week, but the higher mind wasn't there last week either, but the creativity and the grounding was. There's less action having to be taken on it, which is good. It shows progress has been made, so well done. But its creativity is still there, so maybe there's something you need to start for the new year. Maybe it's a new business. Maybe you've had this idea in the back of your head for a long time and you're like, no, now is the time. I need to push it now. I need to do it. Invest in it. Don't invest in stupid offers where it's too good to be true, but if something comes along and follow your gut, use your intuition. Again, Spirit's there if you need some assistance, so ask them, have a meditation, they'll guide you. So yeah, chakra wise, it's still having to work on our root. We've also got the sacral nearby as well, and if we're going to work on the square, that'll be the throat, so that could be communications. Maybe, you know, there's stuff you don't want to admit to yourself. Maybe there's stuff which you don't want to admit to others. Maybe there's a little bit of communication misunderstanding going on or something as well, which is just not helping the situations. So yeah, working the throat chakra, and also you've got your third eye. That's, if you don't use your intuition, you're not going to know where to go from here, and silly mistakes get made and stuff, and you miss opportunities. So maybe you need to balance a fair few of the chakras looking at it in the start of 2023 as well. But you know, it's a guide. You can, and some of it's not going to relate to everybody, but take what relates to you, leave something there for somebody else. If it doesn't relate to you, then that's cool, well done, because you don't need to work on that part of you. But at the same time, sometimes when things repeat, the Spirit's saying no, you do. So it's yeah, you take it in your own ways, but that's the message from Spirit and the suggestions on our energies coming into 2023. So let's get these away and have a look at the bones and see what Spirit has to suggest for those. So again, this is going to be a collective reading. This is a set of just general everyday items just to guide us through what to expect for the start of 2023. Yeah, the circle's already open as well, so we'll keep going. So spirits, guides, what can the collective expect for the start of 2023, please? Thank you for the messages so far. We ask that you answer these. Thank you, spirits. Thank you, guides. Are you ready? Oh, well, to go with what happened last time round in the stone throw, love without the question because that jumped straight out of the bowl, so oh well. Got that covered. You also, round the side there, you got the partnership. Well, we said before, you know, that could be a friendship, it could be a business arrangement, a business partner, it could be you and a girlfriend, it could be you and a friend, you and a pet, but partnerships out the bowl as well. So they're suggesting, I mean, I don't count things which fall outside the tray. So again, it's something we don't have to worry about at the moment. There's other things we have to be concentrating on. There's more important things we have to be concentrating on. So I've just started looking at the tray now rather than trying to find what's just jumped out, because everything seemed to fall out somewhere. And I'm going to start from here. You got the yes shell. You got the pointer on it pointing at movement and travel, which could be your message coming in. Maybe you've got lots of driving to do for Christmas. Maybe you've been waiting for something to come in. Your ships are likely to come in. Keep an eye out for them. It's also next to health as well, so keep an eye on your health. But you've got the sixpence with many over here as well, so that's suggesting it's not going to be one thing, it's going to be lots of things over that way with lots of movement. But more importantly, what I like underneath here, I'm going to move it. I don't know if you can see it, but inside the yes shell, you've got the single tooth, which represents the soul. So whatever's in your soul, follow it, because Spirit's suggesting yes. I'm going to put that back there where it just about was, but that stuck out like a sore thumb to me. Now, following around this way, you got magic, but magic's near gain, and it's also next to family the other side as well. So I'm not sensing. I'm not getting a bad magic or a dark black magic or anything from that. It's not a curse. It's not a hex. I think you got to work your magic within your home, within your family. But when you do, it's going to gain. So whether that's working out your spiritual growth, if you've had a challenge recently, or whether it's just maintaining the chakras to keep the balance, whether it's manifesting better things for you and someone else who's, important to you, that can mean several things. But if you're using your magic, will result to gain in the family. It could result to work as well. It's going to relate to each of us differently. You've also got a loss of communications here. So I don't know if there's going to be an argument. It's possible there's an argument. I mean, this isn't going to be. This is going to be mid-January. I'm feeling this is going to start a new year and go around here. And I look at it like the centre is now, and you work out. And the further away it is on the timeline, and the further away it is out to the outside of the tray, is like the end of the period we're asking about. So we've asked for the start of 2023. I'd say that would be January. But there's going to be a loss in communications at some point. It's also going to end up having an effect. Oh, actually, no, sorry. You got a crossroads here. If you have a loss in communications, it's going to have an effect on the home, which is going to have a change. There's feminine energy involved, but Spirit's suggesting no. It also leads down to the 2 on the dice. So it's, there's a crossroads that way. So it doesn't look like it's going to be a good change, but it could result in a union, which is weird, but Spirit's suggesting no, but it's going to be related to a home. Looking this way, you got wealth leading to yes. So it's almost like a crossroads of you can go this way and it's going to be alright, but Spirit's not recommending it, or you can go that way, get your wealth, get your gain, and well, yeah, suggesting going that way. That's good. That's the good shell, sorry. So yeah, you're going to get good wealth coming in if you go off that way instead. So it looks like you've got a crossroads and a fork in the road. You got the lost shell right out the way there. I don't think that's going to be an issue. I don't think that's tied into anything. I'm not getting any feelings from that. I think that should have jumped outside, the same as the warning bells. But the warning bells are quite close to this, so it could relate to some and not others, hence the distance. So yeah, generally it's not looking like it's going to be a bad month, but you're going to have decisions and crossroads to go through. Yeah, lots of changes coming in. It's new year, new starts, fresh beginnings. Everybody gets a bit more motivated to do something to make a change in their life, and we've all been reviewing how the last year's been. So it's a good chance now to, yeah, follow Spirit's guidance, follow your gut, follow your intuition. Let's get those away and see what Spirit has to suggest with the tarot cards as a clarification for these bone throw. Okay, so my hands are absolutely freezing now. I should have put some gloves on rather than Santa top. But we have the cards out. So, Spirits, guides, got some clarification over the bone throw, please, for the collective for the start of 2023. Give us a little bit more advice. We thank you for your messages so far. Come on. You get any flyers? What can you suggest for the collective? There we go. So, which round are these? I know we've seen some of them, but these first. That way up, that way up. This at the bottom. Okay, thank you, Spirit. We have the Queen of Wands, Knight of Swords, Chariot, Strength, and overall the Devil. Oh, let's move that back into view a little bit for you. So yeah, I mean, overall it looks like you've been torn, you've been chained to something. You need to let go. You need to release a burden. Something's holding you back. Too much of something is never good, so you need to balance it out. Maybe you change something. Maybe Christmas is coming up, so watch what you're drinking, watch the partying. Maybe that's one for the start of 2023. Don't mix spirit with spirits. Here we've got the Queen of Wands. Now you see, quite stern. You've also got the black cat, so maybe there's a little bit of luck coming in. But she's focused on something over that way. She's holding a flower. You've got two more flowers behind her as well, so you know that's representing three. You've got two down here represented by the two lions, but then you've got another two up there, which is, it's almost like the serpents around the wand, but they're on a sunflower. So actually there's four there. Fours represent stability and stuff, but Queen of Wands, yeah, she can be quite harsh, she can be quite cold. She's prepared to battle for herself. She can be quite harsh, quite cold. I mean, moving on to the Knight of Swords, you can see it's one of the fastest knight of the deck. He's running in there, he's charging in, he's like, yeah. So yeah, there's going to be movement on something. It's going to be fast, rapid movement as well. Could be messages, could be somebody knocking at your door, could be, yeah, there's going to be fast movement with something. Just make sure it doesn't overwhelm you or freak you out too much when something changes suddenly. Over here we've got the Chariot. Now it's got the two there, so some people will represent that as a balance, other people will represent that as a choice. It could be the crossroads coming up, which is represented by the bone throw. You will get through it, it will get moving. You know, it's just follow your gut again and follow it. You may need some strength to get through it, but Spirit's always there, so you know, ask him. But yeah, we hope this gives this collective some guidance for the start of 2023. I'm about to pack up now because there's somebody walking up here with a dog, so I don't want to look like an idiot too much. But we wish you a fantastic Yule, we wish you a great new year, and yeah, we'll see you on the other side. Take care all, have a great one, blessings.